Good morning. How are you guys doing? I'm doing good. I am just hanging out. It is Tuesday. I'm actually going to upload this on the same day because I did not film, and I want to say it's because I didn't have time. I definitely have had time, but I am finding that being being at home with not being able to go out and do stuff or have our regular like activities has left me, especially this past week, feeling very like sluggish and unmotivated to do the things that I want to do. Oh my goodness. And Ivy has been a whole other thing lately. She has such a bad attitude. I think she's teething, so she just gets mad for everything. She's been getting Zeal back for all the times that he beats her up. I mean, he doesn't beat her up, but the times that he's rough with her, she started to fight back. Hey, shh. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to do like a sit down vlog style and just kind of talk about how we've been doing. It has been... Zeal, can you not talk so loud? At the beginning of this whole thing, I was completely fine, and I didn't feel afraid or scared, and I still don't. I still am doing fine, but I've definitely had a few moments of fear and just being concerned because I started... Zeal! I've had a few moments of fear concerning going to the grocery store because I feel like the grocery store is the most germ-infested place because that's where everyone is. Like, no one's going out except to grocery stores, at least here. Like, we drove around yesterday, or the day before yesterday, and it's like ghost town. Like, there's like no one out, which is good. And because Santa Barbara has been so good about it, the numbers for COVID cases is extremely low here. But nonetheless, I still have had a few moments of like, oh my gosh, what if I contracted, is that the right word? What if I got something from, anyway, it doesn't, fear is like irrational, and I don't want to let it like creep in. I think what started to get me like even thinking was, like, what started the fear was I heard that if your child gets sick, they will send them back and you're not allowed to go back with them. And I'm like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't send my 3-year-old or 1-year-old by themselves, like with a doctor and nurses. Like, I just couldn't do it. I would put up a fight. And so I'm like, they cannot get sick. Like, I don't want to get sick. Anyway, but I'm not, it was just a moment of like, oh my gosh, what if, but I don't really feel that. I'm fine. We're fine. We're good. We're staying inside. The only places that we're going is to get anything that we need from a grocery store and just going on walks or playing in our backyard. So I will say we've been going outside more lately this past week than we have in a while. We've just been outside playing every day, and they usually play outside for 1 to 2 hours, and they are loving it, and I'm loving it. Someone just gave us this cute little red wagon, and so we've been like, we drove them, or we pulled them around the neighborhood. And one of our neighbors has this game that they're doing with the neighborhood called Window of Fortune. So it's like Wheel of Fortune. So they have like a phrase or whatever, and they put So right now they just filled in all the R's, and every day they fill in a letter, and then they give you a number to text, and you can text your guesses, and the first person to get it right, they will give a gift card to a local restaurant. And they do this every week, and so we're gonna play this week. So anyway, that's like such a cute, fun idea. But yeah, I feel like everyone, at least here in Santa Barbara, is in really good spirits. At least the people that I have encountered, everyone is being so kind and smiling and like honestly extra like, what is it called? Extra talkative, and like it's so easy to strike up a conversation with a neighbor or a stranger, or like I've talked to so many people in grocery stores because it's like this pandemic is just uniting humanity. It's like even like with celebrities, I'm like looking at celebrities posts and I'm like, sometimes, you know, you look at them and it doesn't seem like they're real, but like this has affected them too, and maybe not in the same way, but I'm like, wow, like our humanity is what ties us together, and I can't help but feel like this excitement for what's going to happen because of this. And like, I know Trump just released that we will be on lockdown until at least through all of April. It makes me want to dream bigger, and like use this time where it's like I have nothing in the evenings, because yeah, I'm usually at home in the daytime, but in the evenings or certain mornings we have different like activities planned or different services. And so when I don't have those things, I'm like, how can I use my time well? Okay, you can come out, be nice though, okay, and quiet. How can I use my time well? And so that's what I've been thinking of. So I organized my desk yesterday. I have a little desk in the kitchen, so I organized that, and I'm like, what can I work on this month while I have nothing? And so I have a couple things in mind. I want to songwrite every day. I want to, of course, continue with like devotions and like spending time with the Lord. I want to work on my YouTube. I want to work on my music. I've been wanting to start another channel for just music and ministry related stuff. So maybe this is a time to work on that. Maybe this is a time for me to organize. But yeah, that's kind of the way I've been thinking. It's like, okay, we have this forced lockdown. What can I work on to further my my dreams, or whatever it is that I want to do that I just haven't had time for? Or, you know, sleep training Ivy. That's something that is on my list. So I just want to make sure I'm using this time well. And so I want to encourage you, if you are feeling in a slump, get dressed. I mean, I put on sweats, but they're clean. And I put on makeup. Get outside. Do whatever it takes to like motivate yourself to get out of that couch potato funk, because I've been a couch potato, and I'm a potato.
Mom, you're a mom.
Oh yeah, I'm a mom. I'm not a couch potato, I'm a couch mom. So do whatever it takes to like motivate yourself to get out of that slump that staying at home kind of puts us in. And I know it's easy to get overwhelmed, and I am like the first one to feel that way and to just give up and just sit here. But I don't want to waste my time, and I want to be a little bit more intentional, even with like my weight loss goals. Like for the past week, I haven't been doing my best. I am trying to listen to my body and like my overall health, and if it's hard for me to be strict with myself right now because it is kind of an emotional time, then I'm going to be a little bit more lenient with myself. But I don't want to fall into a hole of binging on cookies and cake and anything that is in sight that looks good. I don't want to undo the progress that I've made with weight loss. And so I'm going to try to set a goal for some type of working out every day in April. Zeal, leave her alone. I want to set a goal for some type of movement every day in April because I do not move enough. So I'm going to try to do that. Anyway, there's so many things. I could talk about so many things. Zeal, go to your room. If you can't be nice, then you're not going to be out here. I mean, it's not like I'm not doing anything. Like, I have my hands full. Anyway, what I was saying, I want to encourage you to get up and go after your dreams. Use this month of April, and I know some of you are working, but for those who like have been laid off or whatever it is, like think about what it is that you have been wanting to do that you haven't had time to do, and like go after it. Or if you were in survival mode and you were just trying to keep your kids alive, then keep those kids alive. I mean, I feel like that sometimes, and we're gonna have those days in this past month. But we are all together in this, and we're gonna get through this, and I think that some really cool things will come from this pandemic, even though it's a tragedy and it sucks how many people have died from this, and how many people are at risk. But we can turn this negative situation into something that can reap positive results in some ways, and that starts with controlling you. So yes, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Mom, I'm sorry.